Welcome to today's deep dive. Looking through the stack of character analyses you sent over for today, a really distinct pattern popped out. For decades, the media we consume, like especially anime, has taught us this very specific, very visible definition of what it means to be strong.
Yeah, I mean, just think of Goku or Naruto, or, Ichigo Luffy. The hero faces someone more powerful, trains harder, unlocks some glowing new form, and eventually wins. It's basically a constant arms race of physical power.
Right. And we do love a good training arc. But our mission today is to explore a story from your sources that, well, completely flips that script. We're diving into the anime Vinland Saga to ask this radical question. What if the strongest person in the room is the one who doesn't actually need to prove they're strong?
It's such a great premise. To really understand that shift, we first have to look at how traditional violence-based strength completely fails the protagonist, Thorfinn. I mean, he spends almost his entire childhood believing that strength basically just means revenge.
Because his singular goal is killing Askeladd, right, the mercenary who murdered his father.
Exactly. And over the years, Thorfinn actually achieves that physical strength. Like, he becomes this incredibly lethal fighter. But it changes absolutely nothing for him.
Because, revenge doesn't bring his dad back. It doesn't restore his lost childhood at all.
No, it doesn't. Psychologically, his mission morphs into his entire identity. If you ask Thorfinn who he was, his only real answer for years would just be, I'm the person who's going to kill Askeladd.
So the anger is all he has.
Right. Askeladd isn't just the enemy anymore. He's actually become the prison.
Wow. It's like building a house on a foundation of pain.
Oh, that's a perfect way to put it.
Because if you actually heal the wound, the foundation vanishes and the whole house just collapses. People get terrified of healing because it means losing the entire identity they built.
And Askeladd actually understands this way better than Thorfinn does. He knows Thorfinn is, at his core, just a trapped child. Every time they duel, Askeladd is effectively giving him another reason to stay stuck in that childhood anger.
But Thorfinn didn't come up with an alternative on his own. He had a living blueprint, right? His father, Thors.
He did. Thors was a legendary, universally feared warrior who he simply walked away. He adopted this philosophy that a true warrior needs no sword.
Wait, I struggle with this part a bit. Doesn't that just look like cowardice in a Viking society? It's easy for Thors to walk away because he's already a legend. But for someone like Thorfinn, wouldn't dropping his weapon just get him killed?
It might look like cowardice from the outside, sure. But walking away from the power and the status that violence gives you requires this devastating psychological toll. Anyone can pick up a weapon. Thor's philosophy perfectly illustrates the philosopher Nietzsche's concept of self-overcoming.
Self-overcoming, meaning what exactly in this context?
Well, it isn't just suppressing your anger. It's the active, grueling process of recognizing your most destructive base instincts, like the urge for revenge, and intentionally mastering them so you can evolve into a higher version of yourself.
Ah, okay. So Thorfinn's ultimate victory wouldn't be dominating Askeladd at all. It would be defeating the angry, revenge-driven Thorfinn.
Yes. His greatest victory is becoming someone who no longer needs to kill to feel whole. And we see the true way of this path when we compare him to Prince Canute, who is thrust into the same brutal political landscape.
Right, because they both suffered enormously, but they respond to that trauma in completely divergent ways.
Exactly. Canute asks how to control a violent world. He wants to impose order from the top down, while Thorfinn eventually asks how to stop contributing to its violence.
And this is where the story stops just being an anime and turns the mirror directly onto you, listening right now. Your battlefield might be a workplace argument or, trying to become successful just so someone from your past finally regrets underestimating you.
We all have our own version of Askeladd.
But let's be real for a second, putting the anime aside. If you get passed over for a promotion or someone really wrongs you, it is human nature to want that victory lap. Telling someone to just not contribute to the violence feels incredibly unsatisfying when you just want to prove your old boss or your ex wrong.
Oh, it's totally unsatisfying in the short term. We all crave that validation. But this raises the hardest question the story poses. What happens after the victory?
Like, who are you when there's nobody left to defeat?
Precisely. If your whole identity is tied to the fight, winning destroys you just as much as losing does. True strength isn't learning how to win a fight. It's outgrowing the need to fight entirely.
It's having the ability to destroy someone and actively choosing not to.
Right. That shift in mindset completely changes how you navigate the world. It moves the focus from external domination to internal mastery.
I love that. And I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over today. If you build your entire motivation around proving your enemies wrong, aren't you secretly giving the people who hurt you the power to dictate your life's purpose? Next time you walk into a room, remember that the truly strongest person there is the one who has absolutely nothing to prove.